Hi everybody. In this video, we will be combining Stack Navigator with Bottom Tab Navigator in React Navigation 5. Since the rise of React Navigation 5, it's totally a different thing. There's the component-based system rather than the previous static system. So now the child is wrapped inside the parent component in the React Navigation 5. So in this tutorial, we would be doing is that we will be creating a non-fancy, simple application which would be a combination of Stack Navigator along with Bottom Tab Navigator. So let me show how the thing would work. In the bottom, you can see there's screen 1, screen 2, screen 3. These are the particular tabs which would be there as a bottom tab navigator. Now, the thing that we have integrated is the stack. So, the first screen is having a click button. If we click on it, we will be pushing a screen into the stack. This is something which happens in a stack navigator. Similarly, for screen 2, we have a particular dedicated stack. And for the third tab, we have a particular dedicated tab. So this is something which is only possible when we combine React Navigation's bottom tab navigator along with Stack Navigator. So hold on with me and let's get started. Okay, so first we would start with initializing our project. So in your command terminal, write React native init with the project name. I would be naming it tab underscore stack underscore project. This is going to be the name of a project that would be initialized. So let's hold on till the installation gets completed. You can skip this part. Let me tell you about the documentation of React Navigation 5. So in this navigation tutorial, I would be showing you how to integrate both the bottom tabs and Stack Navigator. But before going through the process, I want to tell you that there are particular dependencies that are required by React Navigation in order to work. So if you go to the URL reactnavigation.org docs/getting started, you will find a section with the heading install dependencies into bare React Native project. Under this, you can find the command. It consists of all the dependencies that are required in order to run React Navigation in your React Native project. So let's copy this command. And let's hold on till our project gets successfully initialized. Alright, the project has been initialized successfully. So now it's time to change the directory. So I would go directly into the directory that is tab underscore stack underscore project. So now we are in the directory, and now the command that we copied from the React Navigation documentation, we will be pasting it here. Along with these all dependencies, we also require two more dependencies, that is React Navigation slash bottom tabs. This is for the bottom tab navigator, and React Navigation slash stack, and this one is for Stack Navigator. Now hit enter and let it install these dependencies. Alright, the dependencies has been installed, and trust me, these were the last things that we needed to install. Now we would start working on a project. So I would open Visual Studio Code Editor. Alright, now we would try and test whether our app is working successfully or not. Since I'm on a Windows machine, I would be using an Android emulator to test whether our app is working correctly or not. So I would be writing the command react native run Android. Alright, our app has successfully installed on the mobile phone and now it's getting loaded. See, now we have received this particular React built-in template. Now quickly go to app.js file and try to remove all the existing code. For now, I would be writing just a hello world. Yeah. So in the projects directory, we will create a new folder named screens. These will contain all of our screens. Quickly, we will create a new file with the name screen1.js. So I would type in RNFES. Now I would type in hi, I am screen1. As I already told you, this is not going to be a fancy tutorial. It would be clearing all your basics, not basics about how the particular things are working in the background. So you can implement more styling further. I would just give it a style. Uh, my text. Let's give it a color of red or tomato and text align center. Similarly, create two more screens. That would be total three screens. Now, since most of the thing is same, we just need to change the name. So I would copy it, quickly paste it, both of them. Name it screen 2, screen 2, screen 2. Similarly for the third one, should be screen 3, screen 3, screen 3. Now we have created the screens. Now we would be using our app.js file as the home for our React navigation logic. So quickly import @React navigation slash native. So we would be calling for navigation container. Alright, this would be containing all the child related to our navigation library. Now I would import create bottom tab navigator from @react navigation slash bottom tabs. Okay, this would be responsible for creating the tabs at the bottom. Now let's try and create the object const for of object for create bottom tab navigator. Now let's go further and create all the components. So React navigation container, as I said, it would be the parent container for all of the file components of React navigation. Now tab dot navigator, tab dot screen with name equal to screen 1 and component equal to screen. It would be we need to import it, so I would hit enter and you can see things have been imported correctly. Now let's replicate it with different kind of different screens, screen 2, screen 3. Okay, now let's try. I would save. Alright, there's some kind of error. React navigation slash native from app.js. Alright, it looks like we have missed a dependency, that is React navigation slash native. So I would go around quickly and install that. Okay, so now we have installed the missing dependency, that is React navigation slash native, and after rerunning the app, now the build has been started. Once the JavaScript bundle will load, we would be able to see the bottom tabs. So we can see how the three tabs have been created with a message, hi, I'm screen 1. On clicking this one, hi, I'm screen 2. And on this, hi, I'm screen 3. Since the headings of the title of the tabs are not looking very clear, so I would try to give a style quickly. Tab bar options, which consumes an object. In this object, we will write label style, and I would pass in color or font size. I would pass in font size to be 18. Now you can see the fonts have gradually increased. I can also change the tint color and active tint color. Right, active tint color as might be red. Okay, so now we have successfully created our bottom tab navigator. Now we need to integrate the Stack Navigator within it. So now I will try and create another screen that would be the screen that would be pushed inside the stack each and every time. So let's create a new file. Let's name it nested screen. Now this will consist of a message. The message would be passed from each of the screen so that we can know which screen has called this nested screen. So in the params, I would be using route, and here we would be showing route dot params dot message. This is something we would be sending from our screen, so don't get confused. You would get to know what the msg G, that is message keyword, is. So let's put a text align center to it. Alright, the task of creating a nested screen has been completed. Now I would go back to screen1.js, and in each of them I would give a button to navigate to that screen. So let's import touchable opacity, touchable opacity. It acts as a button. Okay, this would be the text. Now let's give a little bit of styling to both of them. So now in the CSS or the style sheet for the button, I would give color of, might be yellow would be good. Yeah, so color, background color would be yellow. Padding horizontal would be 10. Padding vertical would be around 7, maybe 6. Yeah. For button text, I will provide a font size of 18. We should also increase the font size of our text to 18. Sorry, it should be not a number. Okay, so now we would connect it through our screen. So in the on press command, first of all, I would import the navigation prop, navigation, and in this I would create an arrow function called for navigation dot navigate. The first argument would be the screen that we are calling. We haven't given it a name, so we would name it nested screen, and then we would give it a param. In the curly brackets, we will give it a param of message. This is the keyword that we were using earlier in the nested screen. The message would be I came from screen 1. So this is the message that would be passed into its prop. Now we need to do similar thing for screen 2 and screen 3, along with the message would be changing. So again I would copy all of the code for screen 1 and paste it to this. Now similarly we would paste the code in screen 3 and change the text. Alright, so you can see the button, it's not looking that fancy. We should give it a width of around 50%. um, Green, yeah, and font color should be white. And now I think we are good to go. We need to copy this code, to copy these particular styles and push it into screen 2 and screen 3. So screen 1, screen 2, screen 3. I've copied the code in all of the three. So now we have done most of the work. Now we are left with just two tasks. The most crucial task is that now we need to create another file which will be consisting of our stack. So let me collapse this node modules folder and create a new file named custom navigation.js. Within this file, now we would be defining how our stack navigator for each of the screen would be there. So let's import React from React import create stack navigator from React navigation stack. Now let's create an object for the stack equal to create stack navigator. Now it's time to define each of the stack for each of these tabs. So let's name the first one as const first screen navigator. You can name anything to these functions. This will return stack navigator along with its child stack dot screen. We would name for the first one would be screen 1 and the component for it would be the screen 1 component. So make sure to correctly import screen 1, screen 2, screen 3 and nested screen. Now similarly, now name should be same that we have provided to the nested screen in the call when we are calling for the navigation. So we have called for nested screen. So we need to copy this one because the name should be exact, else we would be finding an error. Component should be our nested screen. Now we would export it now. Let's replicate it for two more times, that is for the second screen navigator and third screen navigator. So I will copy it and just below it we would be naming it second screen navigator and the name for the screen, that is the base screen, is screen 2. Make sure to import it and similarly for the third screen. Alright, so this was the second last step that we need to accomplish, and now we have created the components which contain the stack navigator. Now Go back to app.js file, and where we have added the components of screen 1, screen 2 and screen 3, we need to replace them with the components that we created in our custom navigation, that is first screen navigator, second screen navigator and third screen navigator. So let's go and quickly add that. Remove the imports for all the three screens and import first screen navigator, second screen navigator and third screen navigator from custom navigation. So I will write in from, oops, it's from dot slash custom navigation, and the name would be first screen navigator, second screen navigator, third screen navigator. Now let's replace them with each of their components. So the first would go with first screen navigator. Screen 2 means the tab 2 would be containing second screen navigator, and the last one would be third screen navigator. Let's hit save button and let's see the magic happens. And now we can see it works correctly. If I click on click me, it pushes me inside the stack. So the nested screen is getting pushed inside the stack. Similarly for screen 2, again if I click on click me, see the messages I came from screen 2. And similarly if I go on for screen 3, there's another stack created which is having the nested screen with a message I came from screen 3. If I go to screen 1 and go back, the nested screen gets popped out from the stack, and now we are again left with the first screen. So this was it from today's video, guys. I hope now you would be able to solve any kind of problem related to React navigation and implement further. You can go on and tweak this code, and the link of the GitHub repo is in the description. So go on, clone the repository and tweak anything that you want. This was not a very fancy tutorial, but it aimed at solving the problem of combining both Stack Navigator and Bottom tab. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, please hit the like button, and for such awesome content and regular videos, please subscribe my channel because I would be posting here more often. So that was it from today, guys. Thanks. Bye.